Hi, welcome back to my channel. Meg here, and today we are talking all about marketing for branding photographers. Yes, marketing. This is one of the number one things I get asked about, and I want you to know this isn't going to be a boring video about email funnels or blogging, because the truth is I built my six-figure brand photography business without traditional like paid advertising, without even having a blog, and kind of having an okay website. It's much better now. But anyways, I want to just dive in and tell you what you definitely want to stop doing and start doing if you are wanting to become a brand photographer. My first tip is to stop being afraid to ask your branding clients to tag you in their images when they share on social media, and start requiring them to in your client agreement. And, I ask very nicely in the agreement something along the lines of, please tag me whenever possible, like this, when you're sharing your photos. And I show them exactly how to tag me, and I also remind them throughout my client experience. And here's the thing is, it's so different when you're working with like one-on-one business owners, a small business versus like a big commercial brand. I mean, this might be different for like if you're working with commercial brands like Nike and Beyonce, although I think Beyonce would tag me in her photos and she'd be like, yeah, girl, I got you. Photography by Meg Murray photo. Hashtag dream client. Anyways, Beyonce, if you're listening to this. Moving on. Point is, your clients want to support you. They are business owners too. And I don't know about you, but I invest so much time into my brand clients, and sharing their business even after the photo shoot. I will feature them on my social media and give them a shout out. I'll post them on stories. I'll tell people to go check them out. And I've made so many connections for my clients like this, who are now, a lot of my clients are working together, and it's just awesome to see. And I think what makes branding photography, especially personal branding photography, really unique is that we all want to support each other. We are all in this together, and a rising tide lifts all boats. So encourage your clients. Don't be afraid to ask. They definitely want to support you. And this is one of the number one ways I have gotten clients. I have had so many clients, more than I can count, tell me, Meg, I found you because so-and-so tagged you in the photo, and I started following you, and then I saw someone else tag you in the photo. And not only does this help clients find us, but it builds your brand authority and helps with brand recognition. When everyone's seeing, your brand being tagged in your local area, it's just building that brand trust. The next thing I want to talk about is to stop offering what everyone else is offering and looking like every other brand photographer on Instagram, and start standing out and creating your, unique style, your unique client experience, and really marketing and really messaging and leading your messaging with what makes you unique, what makes you different. For me, I love doing full day brand shoots, and it's pretty wild. We go to like 4 locations, we do 12 outfits, but you know what? That is not for every client. There are a lot of clients who would prefer a shorter session. And clients who would love a photographer who specializes with beach photos, or who specializes with working with only real estate agents or only fitness professionals. So really, I encourage you to focus on what makes you different, try to niche down, and stop doing and copying what all the other photographers are doing. You can definitely get inspiration from other people, but then take that and make it your own. My next tip is to stop worrying about showing up on every social media platform and just pick one. Just really focus on mastering one. And I would encourage you to start with Instagram, because a lot of the business owners using Instagram, they really appreciate pretty photos since it's a very visual platform, and they need a lot of content. So they're going to be hiring you repeatedly over the years to continue to get them new content and fresh photos on Instagram. And one thing that has really helped my business grow and find clients and leads is sharing behind the scenes stories of the client photo shoots I'm doing and tagging my client, because then the client who I'm serving will repost that video story on Instagram stories. And then all of a sudden their whole audience I'm warmed up to, right? They open me up to their whole audience, and all of a sudden all their followers are discovering me, and a lot of them are probably business owners too who need photos. So it's just a really great tool to use, and I saw a big boost in the amount of client leads I was getting in my inbox every week when I started really making a point to take maybe like 3 to 5 behind the scenes stories of my clients on every single photo shoot and then uploading it and tagging the clients. So definitely do that if you're not already. My next tip when it comes to marketing is stop emailing your client leads and start getting them on the phone. Take 20 minutes to book a call, hear about their vision, hear about them, their brand, get to know them, and build some rapport and really communicate your value. Help them feel confident in you as the brand photographer. And this is going to help you stand out compared to those photographers who are just sending over their pricing via email and not really building a connection with the client. This served me so well for the first 3.5 years of my business. Just recently, I started emailing clients a pricing guide because I've taken the time to put together a gorgeous pricing guide that really communicates the value of what I have to offer, like what makes me different. It has client testimonials in there. It has my portfolio in there. It has my client experience, all about it in the guide. And I recently upgraded my website as well. So I have more confidence to do this now and email my pricing. I'm also booked out about 4 months. So I'm not in a hurry to get clients right now. But if you were trying to get clients like tomorrow or next month, I would highly recommend getting them on the phone. The next tip is to stop wasting time on your marketing, and instead I want you to start investing in your client experience, because if you have a really solid, incredible client experience, you're going to create raving fans, and that is going to do your marketing for you. I actually have a course called The Confident Brand Photographer that is built all around having a phenomenal client experience and final, gallery of brand images. So your client will just fall in love with you, and just sharing those photos that are incredible, that is going to attract so many more clients to you. Investing in your client experience, investing in taking better photos, than, learning how to write a good email newsletter, okay? Because marketing can only take you so far if you have a bad client experience and a bad product. Honestly, you're going to always be marketing. You're going to always be hustling for more clients. The next tip is a fun one. I want you to stop making it all about you and your personal brand, and I want you to start making it about your clients. Yes, your clients are the hero of your brand. And so if you're not already featuring your clients when you're doing these brand photo shoots on social media, I want you to start featuring them. Start sharing their images, and not just talking about the photo shoot and the experience they had. That's what testimonial features are for. But I want you to actually talk about that client's business and feature them as a business owner. And this is going to attract so many clients to you, because they're going to see how passionate you are about working with business owners, about supporting other fellow business owners, and they're going to trust you as the expert in that field. Next, I want you to stop confusing your audience by offering every type of photography and start niching down. Start really positioning yourself as the go-to expert brand photographer in your area. And this might mean, creating a whole new Instagram that you can just focus on your brand clients, posting on that feed all your brand photos. And this makes it actually a lot easier to market too, because when you're just talking to one person, when you're like, this Instagram is just devoted to the business owner like me who needs brand photography, and you're just focusing on talking to that person with every post, it actually gets a lot easier to figure out what to say and how to say it to really attract your dream clients. And as soon as I started calling myself a brand photographer, and I niched down and I stopped doing weddings, I stopped doing family, I stopped offering newborn sessions, my business just blew up. I mean, not only did I become a better photographer by really focusing in on that one specific service and client experience, but also, people came to my Instagram and they're like, oh, wow, Meg specializes in brand photography. All these other photographers kind of do everything. I want to work with Meg, who only does this one thing that I need. The next tip doesn't exactly have to do with marketing directly, but goes back to the client experience and really creating raving fans. And it's to stop taking so many photos and focus on taking better quality photos. So start taking fewer photos, slow down when you're on your brand sessions, which I know is super hard if you're like me and you're naturally just an overshooter and you'll just like bust out like thousands of photos in a few hours. But here's the thing with brand photography, it's very unique from other photography because they don't need 20 images in the same outfit. You know, it's a lot better service and better value for the client if you are just getting, 3 to 5 really like hero images, I like to call them, but like hero shots that they're going to absolutely love of themselves and be so excited to post in that outfit. And then you move on to the next outfit. And if you can start to get, 6, 8, 10, 12 looks on one single photo shoot for that client, it's going to be a huge value to them, and they're going to actually share more of the photos, so they're not going to get bored of the same outfit, the same look. They're going to have a more bigger variety. So that's a huge thing to keep in mind when you are taking photos for your branding clients. Also, this kind of goes with the last tip, but stop giving away so many photos in your collections, because guess what? If you're giving them hundreds of photos from a photo shoot, they're not going to need you for a long time. So don't include so many photos, okay? Again, always better to take more quality photos and make the client look real good in the photos so that they love them. So slow down a little bit. And don't include so many. With branding photography, a single photo is worth so much to the client because it's going to make them a lot of money. One photo that's being used for their profile image, their website, their Instagram posts, their client guide, their courses. I mean, the list goes on. They're going to end up making a ton of money from these images. So make sure you are charging right. I'll talk about pricing in another video as far as like strategy goes, but just stop giving away so many photos. My next tip is to stop marketing like a photographer and start thinking like a business owner. And specifically, I want you to think of like some partnerships or collaborations you could do with other business owners. So it's kind of like in wedding photography. If you partner with a wedding venue, you are solid because it's not about how many people you know, it's about who you know. And let me give you an example of how this could work in the branding industry specifically. There's a lot of like co-working spaces opening up, collaborative workspaces for business owners, because entrepreneurship is on the rise. And so what you could do is partner with one of these new venues and tell them, hey, I would love to, gift you a free photo shoot each month. You could apply it to an event that you guys host there, or just a branding shoot for you guys to get content for your social media in exchange for marketing my business there, where your ideal clients are at. And if you can let me put my business cards there, if you can put me in your newsletters, maybe put me as like a preferred vendor on your website. And that is amazing, free PR, and it's a win-win for both of you because they're going to get content, which they desperately need for their social media. They need a great brand photographer to get them that. And then you are going to be exposed to all these ideal clients who are business owners. So just start thinking creatively of like, how can I partner with brands and business owners to really serve them and to get more exposure? Last tip is to remember, business is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't get frustrated and give up if in a few months you're not getting a full schedule yet. Get creative and stick with it. It is definitely about consistency and longevity when it comes to building a really successful business. And I hope you got some tips from this video. Not sorry if I disappointed you on, not talking about kind of traditional marketing, but here's the thing with marketing. If you don't have the fundamentals down, like a great client experience, you're not building really solid relationships, and you don't have a great final product and gallery of images that you're giving that client, you're just going to constantly be having to market and hustle. And who wants that? Eventually you really want a business that does the marketing for you. Your clients are advocating for you, and they are just constantly bringing you leads, and you don't even have to really market, right? So just stick in there, do the fundamentals, and let me know if you have any more questions about marketing in the comments below. I would love to hear your feedback. If you actually like this video, please subscribe and like this video because it will definitely motivate me and encourage me to make more videos for you guys. And that's it.